All right. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fabulous Monday afternoon. All right. Well, let's get after it. Y'all got a AP exam in a few days. What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining us. All right. Well, like I said, I'm just going to be throwing out more questions, waiting for you guys to ask me your own questions. So, yep, practice AP exams from 4 to 6 tomorrow. 4 to 6. Good. Hypothalamus is what I'm looking for. Okay, hypothalamus, good. Okay. Um. All right. Intrinsic motivation is correct. Good. Good. All right. Let's see. Next question. Specific. We're looking for a specific perspective. Or you're in a bit of trouble, my friend, if you don't even know what stream you're on. Wait a minute. And who? What other teacher is doing a stream? Mayor, before you leave, answer that question. Who else is doing a stream? Good. All right. Behavioralism is what we're talking about. I thought I was. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't mind. I guess. But who else is doing that? It's probably just joking. Hilarious. Hilarious. All right, next question. Alexa, did you just make a your mother joke? I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. Population, good. Good, 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 good. Mean is the correct answer. Ooh. Yeah, hallucinogen is what we're looking for. Yeah, yeah. It's it also acts like a depressant, but its major function is a hallucinogen. This will take you a couple seconds to type out, but go ahead. Type it out. Yep. Send out messages to next neuron powered neurotransmitters. Good. Yep, 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 yep. Good. So remember so the way I always like to think about this type of question, good Shelley, yeah, is trichromatic is talking about three things. Is talking about those three major colors, and opponent process theory is talking about the after images. So it is We're looking for opponent process theory here. Opponent process theory, because what ends up happening based on the trichromatic theory, excuse me, based on the opponent process theory, when the when your eyes see one color, it like turns on, and the other ones specifically like turn off. And so you just have that real major difference between colors, green and red, yellow and blue. Um, and that's just the turning on and off of those different colors. So creating those after images. Um, mm, I'm gonna give you this question. I'm gonna throw out, and then I'm gonna put the answer choices up because it's a little. I'm pretty sure you'll get it once you. There we go. Yeah. Oh, definitely Alexa. Definitely. The trichromatic theory says that there are three major colors, and that um, every color that you see is a shade of one of those colors. So green, blue, and red. Every color that you see is some sort of shade of that thing, some sort of um, combination of what that is. So that's what you're looking for. Yep. Good. Parallel processing is correct. Good, good, good. Right, parallel processing. We talked about this very briefly, but it's just parallel processing is your brain's ability to um, combine all sorts of information and process all sorts of different information at the same time. Computers compute information faster, but they can only do one thing at a time. Human brains can compute all of this stuff at the same time. Um, and so that is what allows us to track a ball as it's flying in the air and catch it at the same time, stuff like that. Excuse me. Ooh. Good. Absolute threshold. Hmm. Yes, B is correct. Wait, real. Yeah, higher in our field of vision. Remember, we were talking about field of vision. Um, the things that are lower in your field of view are closer to me, or closer to you than things that are higher up in your field of vision. Don't ask questions of Vincent Izan. He doesn't have to answer to you. Oh, Anika just joined the Remind group. Welcome, Anika. I'm glad that you are ready to go. All right, here we go. So this one needs is on you. You can't question Vincent. Not with Vincent's grade. Vincent doesn't get grades in my class that you can question. Vincent doesn't make mistakes. Good, 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 good. Do you, Christine? Do you really see Vincent? Because he's not. Unless he's in the same room, I don't believe you. Not for a second. I realized that my light wasn't on. Now, see, that I believe, because Shelley and Vincent are in fact siblings and live in the same house. Abby, you realize you spent more time typing out your apology than your actual thing. And remember, Shelley, unconditional positive regard. Unconditional positive regard. You can't. Does that change things? Thank you, Tina. Yes, intrinsic and then extrinsic. Good. I gotcha. You gotta at least type out the burn and then you apologize after. There's gotta be a moment of, realization that you just got ripped by Abby Francis. No BD. Well, just to remind you guys to show up to the practice exam after school tomorrow, 4 to 6. I'm sure that if you are on here, you are probably quite aware of that thing and already plan on being there. But just in case you don't, just remember to show up. Don't pass out, Shelly. You should have taken a nap like I did. Felt good. Felt good. After such a hard, strenuous weekend of driving a bus with a bunch of students on it, I got to take a nap. Oof. It's tough. It's tough. The funny thing is that the majority of people who are on here, I'm looking at who you are and I'm like, doesn't really need to be on here, doesn't really need to be on here, doesn't really like already gonna get a 5, very likely gonna get a 5. And it's all my ones, twos, and twos that I don't see. They're not here. Oh, Calvin's here. See, that is how you burn someone, and then you can apologize after. You gotta hit him. You gotta hit Calvin with the right hook, and then you say, "Calvin, just kidding, buddy. You're gonna pass. You're definitely gonna pass." Yes. Oh, don't worry, Calvin. I am glad you are here. I am glad you are here. All right. The idea that an emotion arousing stimulus is simultaneously routed to the cortex and the sympathetic nervous system is central to the Cannon-Bard theory. Yeah, there you go, Bina. No big deal. No big deal. Don't complain about. Don't look for sympathy, Azan. you've made this choice, and it's a good one. I think it's pretty awesome. But don't lessen the sacrifice and the commitment that you are doing by complaining about it. You got to be stoic here. I know. I probably should focus on, teaching you guys than roasting people. Yeah. There you go, Talia. Talia! Talia, you are going to make your significant other a very happy person. You just need to make sure that they are bringing something to the table as well, girl. Just make sure that bring something to the table. Find someone who's really good at cooking. Abby, you spelled roast incorrectly. There are far too many R's and dashes and not enough A's. Yes, too late now. All right, here we go. Next one. I know, Talia. I'm right about many things. That is one of them. I agree. You do, Calvin. You do cook. You do cook. But do you cook often enough? And is it good enough? Loud noise is definitely not your neutral stimulus. No, no, no. Not your neutral stimulus. Calvin, no one is going to follow your Instagram, and I will not post that here. This is not the conditioned stimulus. There we go. No, not the response. Not the response. Oh, Arib's got it. Arib's on the ball. Unconditioned stimulus is what we're looking for, boys and girls. Unconditioned stimulus. Yep. It is it is the thing that causes the fear. Then should you ever be afraid, go back to John Watson's study with baby Albert and the white rabbit. The white rabbit was the neutral stimulus. The white rabbit is not the thing that the child should be afraid of. The reason why the child is afraid of the white rabbit is because every time the white rabbit shows up, they bang the gong or whatever. So the loud noise is in fact, excuse me, the loud noise is your uh, um, the unconditioned response or stimulus. Excuse me. Going over operant and classical. Let me post another question and then I will do that thing. Okay, so whoa. All right. You don't need the answer choices for this. So what concept is this? Okay, so let's go through the different ideas here. So remember that the difference between operant and classical conditioning is this idea that operant conditioning, the learner is present, they are active in the environment, and classical conditioning, that is not the case. when we are looking at um, operant conditioning, remember that we are just looking for um, whether or not it's reinforcement or punishment. We are trying to get a behavior to continue, or we are attempting to get a behavior to stop. Um, Reinforcement being continue, punishment being stop. And we have two different ways of doing this: positive or negative. So positive, we add something on. If we want to reinforce that thing, we're going to add something good. So here's a piece of candy. Or negative, where we take something away. So once again, in reinforcement, we want to take away something that is bad. So you do well on your in a class, I'll take away homework. I don't want to take something good away because I want you to continue that behavior. And then it's the opposite for um, punishment. Now, on the flip side, classical conditioning is all about the learner being passive. And things kind of just happening to them. We're looking for a naturally occurring relationship where a neutral stimulus somehow gets involved. And so you have the dog salivating because Ivan Pavlov walks into the room. Ivan Pavlov walking into a room should not make a dog salivate. However, because every time Ivan Pavlov comes into the room, we have the dog gets fed, he's going to start to salivate to that. So that is operant and classical conditioning. Yep. Yeah, operant is active. All right, there we go. Um, all right, so let me put some answer choices up here. Um, I don't know, Abby. He's Russian, so I'm sure he sorted it out. Um, you can leave whenever you want, Christine. The thing is that we're gonna go until we're done. So it's like 6. It'll be probably 6:15, 6:20ish by the time we're done, is my guess. Because we got to get everyone in, get everyone settled, and no, okay. Amar, Abina, you're on top of things. Yeah, spontaneous recovery. Look what's happening. Kathleen had been flying fear-free for about a year. Okay. However, yesterday she was on a flight to Houston to Las Vegas when she began shaking. Blah 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 blah. Experiencing the same fear she had felt when flying. Um, this is spontaneous recovery. Um, yeah, got it. You just that's part of it. You just have to make sure that you don't misread questions and whatnot. I know you have 42 seconds to read a question, but you just have to make sure that you read things properly. That's exactly what it says. Exactly what it sounds like when a piece of learning has been lost and then it comes back. Don't say things like that, Shelly. You got this, girl. You've been prepping. You're gonna do great. You are gonna do great. Just make sure that you focus in tomorrow and get some good sleep. So yeah. Yes. Yes. You guys have got to start getting good night's rests. Like, for those of you who have more than just my psych exam on Thursday, you have got to sleep. Y'all are driving me crazy with this. You know, like, here's the thing. Y'all know the benefits of sleep. You've taken my class. So figure it out. Like, get your butt to bed, and go to sleep. Like, I know it's not always the easiest, but you've no excuse. You know, you have been informed. Tell me about it, Gabby. Tell me about it. I know the struggle. I'm as hip as it gets. Hippo campo. Keep working. Keep working is on. It sounds like a you problem, Calvin, not a me problem. Sounds like you weren't productive enough over the weekend. Priming is dumb. Okay, so basically it is like uh, a let me just put up the next question. Priming is dumb. Okay, wait, are people not getting this question? Here, I'll put up some. This is for the previous one. This is for Elizabeth Loftus's previous one. Okay, so when talking about priming, it is a way of activating a person's decision making by showing them similar things beforehand. So you let's see. Like, a person sees the word yellow, will answer quicker to recognize something, recognize a word that would be yellow, like a sun or banana, um, because those two words, those two things, those two concepts are closer together. So um, oftentimes you can do this to prime people's memories, to remember things better, or make things, or remember things that are worse, stuff like that. So yeah, that's priming. That is priming. No, we don't know this. Okay. When memory researcher Elizabeth Loftus was an adolescent, her uncle incorrectly insisted that as a child she had found her own mother's drowned body. Loftus herself later falsely recollected finding the body. This best illustrates. Um, oh, that's a good question. I think it's a self-reference effect. Yes. Yeah, self-reference effect. Self-reference effect is exactly what it says. It's basically um, putting yourself into memories and things like that, to encode, which process information. Um, yeah. So, well, that was a weird question. I should have. I think I copied and pasted the wrong one. Yeah. So that's a self-reference effect. So. Do I write AP exams? He's on. No. I mean, the thing is that there's so many different sources for like AP exam questions that like I always write some questions of my own, but to write all your own stuff is like it's just kind of a waste of time. Like my energies would be best suited to do different things because there are so many already good written stuff. And Azan, I am so offended by what you said. So offended. Okay, so let's go to the next question. All right. Yeah. I just had one person answer that question, so I wanted to. Yeah, algorithms is correct. I just had one person answer it, or I only saw Gabby answer it. So yeah. Okay. Here we go. Next question. It's the way that you phrase a question oftentimes influences the way that the person remembers things slash influences the way that they answer the question, all that stuff. So it's just the way in which a person frames a question is very important. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Crash or smash or whatever. Yeah. Yes, Calvin. We are looking for OCD. Yes, that's correct. No, it is not a. It is not a panic disorder. Specifically, Abby, because of the things he is doing. He's very specifically doing that maladaptive behavior, compulsive behavior, in order to get rid of the obsession. Yeah, sure. So, oh, I think I just did. Specifically, he has obsessive thoughts about killing himself, and so in order to relieve those obsessive thoughts, he counts his heartbeats, which is his compulsion. So, obsessive compulsive. Yeah, good. Yes, Abby. That is correct, Gabby. That is correct. Yeah, that's good. Abina. Yeah, he is dealing with delusions, and he definitely has schizophrenia. Okay, so that was test one, or the first old exam. Dude, what the kids from 2015 wouldn't have given to know. Those are a bunch of questions from their final exam. You're welcome, Abina. You're welcome for making you spend 3 days on working on those things. Right. You are correct. But once again, I'm just grabbing this from old tests and stuff from the AP exam. So those would be your answer choices. I'll go back to the question. Does it show he has something else? 35 thinks he is Napoleon. He further believes he's. Yeah. Yeah. He needs something else, but we're going with that from the off. So. That is true. Well, I'm glad that they helped. I think that's one of the not the few things, but that's one of the things that my students enjoy quite a bit. I get a lot of positive feedback on that stuff. Lots of positive feedback. I think anyone who actually complains about it follows it up like, oh my gosh, that was so much work. But, actually, it was actually useful or something like that. So, shoot, I wish I could do stuff like that for every chapter. That'd be pretty dope. Ooh. So the question is it group polarization? De-individuation? Why is it for those of you who answered de-individuation, why is it that thing? Go ahead and explain to me really quick why this is in fact de-individuation. Why? Yeah, because it's talking about. Yeah, good, Gabby. Good, Izan. Good, Abina. Yeah, because this is talking about the individual. This question is specifically talking about the individual. And remember, group polarization. Yeah, group polarization is about, how groups of people tend to lean more to the extreme. It is in the name. Yeah. Oh, and they'll definitely both be an answer choice because remember, it is dependent on who it's referring to. Is it talking about the individual or is it talking about the group? Hello, Teddy. Don't. You do not. Oh, right. They haven't seen you yet. So, all right. Come on. Come on. Oh, hello. Hello. Here's Teddy. Yep. Okay. You with the licking. Okay. Good. Yes. So the next question is object permanence. That is correct. Hey, bud. I know we have not run near enough today. Teddy is soft. He's a dog. It's true. It's true. He feels the love. There you go. Authoritarian is correct. Hello. Don't look me. Ugh. I don't know what meta has to do with it, Abby. Sometimes I really don't understand what you're saying. Where's your ball? Ball. Ball. Get your ball. He does not bite my hand. All right. Good boy. It is the arousal theory. Remember that the drive reduction theory is only specific to physical needs. Right. So let's just say the bystander effect was not an answer choice. What would you choose from this list of choices? Teddy has a little. Say no, he's not going to spin it around. Let's see if he spins it around. I'll show you what he did. This is. I don't know if you can see that. You're getting a view of Teddy. That wasn't a very good angle. Can you even see? Yeah, you can see. Diffusion of responsibility is correct. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Nice carpet. Nice carpet. Thanks, guys. Well, it's like a little handheld thing. So you can attach it to the top of your computer, and so it's what allows me to. It's better quality than what I had before. Sean's, I already answered the group polarization question. Don't mind me, just having a tug of war battle with Teddy. Yeah. See, I obviously have not run him enough today. He's all hyped up. Yeah. Check it later. All right. That's good, Abina. Sometimes that's all you can do. That's all you can do. This one's wearing exaphasia, guys. I believe I do remember you laughing on occasion, Abina. That's okay. All right. Let's see if you guys remember what term this is. Ooh, Shelly's on top of things. She's been studying. She's been studying. She's smart. He's on. She's been working. That's the main thing. Gabby's been working. I like to think of Broca's as your broken jaw, so you can't move the mouth. That's my big one. If you remember Broca's broken jaw, you don't need to remember Wernicke's because you'll just know the difference. Oy is on. Self-deprecation in this area is not going to get you any sympathy or pity. Try somewhere else. There you go, Bina. Bina throwing you that unconditional positive regard. Mr. Monk not doing that thing. Mr. Monk tired of you whining. Thank you, Abina, for being better than me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. LOL, Gabby. LOL. Social facilitation. Good. Yes, that is very true. Arisha, I have no idea what is contraption? Contraption and conservation? Oh, centration. Oh. Sorry. Okay, so conservation is kind of an aspect of centration. Centration, remember, is you can solve problems, but you can only solve problems from one angle. And so that's the example that you have with the child holding, sorting out which is, where all those quarters are, or how many which line has um, more quarters or whatever, with a little dumb kid. And then conservation is like the ability to determine. It's kind of that replayability or whatever, that a certain quantity will remain the same. Despite adjustments or whatever. So it's specifically talking about that cup change or whatever. So that's all that specific thing is. I'd be more concerned with centration. I'd much more likely to see that. Mm, Abina, I am now woke. Thanks, girl. So, Izan, you asked a question very specifically, and then Abby answered that question, adding you to make sure that you knew that she was referring to you, and then you get all hot and bothered by it. Why don't you check yourself, son? Why don't you check yourself? And an apology would also be nice. Yeah, let's start with that. Why don't you apologize? Because you, my friend, are out of line. So, and why don't you put yourself on timeout, Izan? Unless you have a specific question or you are answering, I just don't need to hear you anymore. So, yeah. Okay. We are looking for cocaine. Vincent, good stuff. Yeah. Shelly, you're on the right track. You're on the right track, but we are looking for cocaine. I just wanted to throw a crazy hard question at you guys. See where y'all were. All right, here we go. Next question. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go, Vincent. No BD. Um, you know what, Sarah? I pulled that from a hard questions section, and after I posted, I was like, ooh, I probably shouldn't have posted that one because it had specific answer choices, and so some of the other ones would have been possible as well. So that's a good call. I once I posted, I was like, oh, that's probably wasn't a great question. So good catch, girl. Good catch. Can't get anything by you. I was hoping we could just move on without any issues, but you got me. You got me. Yeah, I think it was Unit 1 or something like that. Something like that. Um, Shelly, like I am just pulling from old tests and stuff like that. That's what the AP books are. Like if you want harder questions and stuff like that, pull out one of those AP books and go through that. Um, that's your best bet. So, um, yeah. All right. Yes, validity is what we're looking for. Understanding Wernicke's area is the Wernicke's area of the brain. Wernicke's. Let's see if we remember this old name. Savant syndrome is correct. All right, last question, boys and girls. Last question. And Izan goes on timeout. Storberg, this is Robert Sternberg is correct. Oh, Robert Sternberg. Triarch theory of intelligence. Analytical, creative, and practical. All right, last question. Sure, let's make you guys do some math. Bam. 21 is not part of that question. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Looking for the mode, boys and girls, looking for the mode. Good. Yep. 6 is correct. All right, boys and girls, I'm out. Teddy and I are going to go for a walk. Not median. Mode. Teddy and I are going to go for a walk, and we are going to. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing. We're going for a walk. It's going to be a great time. Okay, y'all have a great day tomorrow. Don't forget after school review. If you are available, please make sure that you show up. It will not be a waste of your time. Otherwise, good luck with studying. Make sure you guys get a good night's rest tonight. Go to bed on time, please. Do not stay up too late. You don't want to be dealing with falling behind and being groggy tomorrow for whatever tests you have. So y'all have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.